So this chord progression comes from a song that I really liked in the 70s. And a chord progression like this is great because it forces me to kind of change keys a little bit. But this one's unique because I can actually stay in A flat pentatonic and F minor, or I can choose to start there, go to C minor, and then play in the key of D flat major, and I'll explain that to you. So the chords are F minor to C minor, and then G flat over A flat, and then D flat. And the great thing about it is that I can literally play a 5-note scale in A flat major, or the 5-note scale in F minor. So let me just kind of do that. So that was just the 5-note scale in A flat. Now the other thing I can do, I can kind of look at it like I'm changing keys into D flat major. And that gives a different flavor. So what I did in the original performance was I see this D flat here, and I look at the G flat as a D flat sus. So it's kind of a cousin. And we have D flat suspended, which is kind of the same tonality as G flat over A flat. It's basically 4-to-1 in the key of D flat. So then I reorient my brain and I start playing in D flat and using a 7-note scale. And it creates some unique things because stepping out of that back to the F minor, like I remember in the performance, I was here in D flat. And then when we were about to go to F minor, I simply dropped down. Because then I see F minor there, and I see this as the 5th interval in F minor. So wherever I land in D flat, and I'm about to change back to the original restart, it creates an opportunity for like a unique note and a unique landing. Pretty cool. So I can either look at it as pure pentatonic in A flat and turn my brain off, or I can look at the chord changes. And even further in that direction, I can actually play in F minor, and then play in C minor, and then move to D flat, kind of paying attention to the fact that it's a D flat sus, or G flat over D flat, same thing. Let me demonstrate both, which is kind of what I did in the performance. The first half was pentatonic, and the second half has me paying attention to the chords. Here we go. First half pentatonic. Now to the chords. F minor, C minor. Now D flat sus to D flat. And there's that unique landing back on the chord tone. So once again, I stress that as long as you pay attention to your landings, and as long as those landings are chord tones, and in this particular case, it makes for some really interesting phrases. But the great thing about this chord change is that you can turn your brain off, and as long as you land on a proper A flat major chord tone, you really don't have to pay attention to the chords or the scales. I'll demonstrate that. So it's a pretty great thing. Once more, F minor to C minor, to G flat over A flat, to D flat. And I'll take us out with some more soloing, demonstrating both approaches. Now paying attention. C minor, D flat. Return to F minor, C minor. D flat, F minor, C minor. So give it a try.